Hello, and welcome to the second and final round of the Project Embrace Afro Visibility Billboard campaign for 2021. I'm Lekile, the founder of Project Embrace, which is a platform I created to promote the positive representation of Afro-textured hair in the media. So what do we have for you? Well, in the next 30 minutes or so, you'll see 15 videos from the winners of the first round of audition process. And what do they have for you? Well, we have given them a challenge. And that challenge is for them to pick an era that most inspires them and then create a hairstyle that best reflects that era. Then our judges would have the not so easy task of choosing the finalists that best represent that era. 6 of them will be chosen to go on the billboards for the Afro Visibility campaign. So this is hoping that you'll enjoy watching them and watching their creativity and how they demonstrate the positivity and the versatility of Afro-textured hair. Thank you. Hope you enjoy.
Hi guys, my name is Tolu and I'm here to do the Project Embrace Hair Challenge and I've gone for the 1990s. Right, like to see what I have come up with? Alright, let's do this. And there you have it, a look inspired by Lisa Left Eye Lopez from TLC back in the 90s. I would love to win this competition so that I can represent women of all ages, that you can have fun and be confident with your natural hair despite what others tell you.
Hi, I'm Araba Coxon. I work for Metrobank as a financial crime risk analyst. I'm also the priority lead for our Embrace with employee resource group for culturally diverse colleagues. I am the priority lead for our belonging pillar. I have picked the 90s, a la Lauryn Hill. Reason being that I actually came to this country when I was 7.5 years old, and I always felt that I didn't belong for a long time, and I wish there'd been something like Project Embrace to help me feel a sense of belonging, a sense of feeling that I was okay just as I am. And that's what I want to do for the future generations, for the future Arabas of this world. So please pick me. So to style my hair, I'm using Aveda's Nutriplenish products and their Be Curly range. And from the Nutriplenish, I'm using the leave-in conditioner, the daily moisturizing treatment, and their multi-use hair oil. So 1, first, nourishes the hair. 2, moisture. Then 3, the oil, root to tip. But my favorite of their products is this, because my curls love it. So I've put in the Be Curly, rubbed it into my hair, and then go like this with my sponge. So I've started with the top of my hair now, taking a little bit of the V curly, put it to my fingertips, 12, and voila.
Hi, I am Elesme and this is my Afro Visibility final competition entry. I am a student, I model, I am a singer and I am a Christian creative. Firstly, I'm going to use this Aveda multi-use hair oil as a pre-treatment before I do my shampoo. Now that my hair is all clean, I'm going to be using the lock method, which will be my leave-in conditioner for a liquid, multi-use hair oil as my oil, and the daily moisturising treatment for my cream. Last year in 2020, after everything that was happening around the Black Lives Matter, the first time I wore my afro to town for a whole day. This is a memorable moment for me as so many people was complimenting my hair, which I've never seen before. I found a new confidence. I started then posting my afro more on social media, and even my younger nephews started to embrace and wear their natural hair out more, which they didn't before. The era I have chosen is the 2000s. The reason I've chose this era is because when I think of the 2000s, I think fun and I think bright. This era reminds me back of when I was at school and I used to express myself so much with my hair, different colours, different styles. And then as I got older, I found I was a lot more self-conscious and started to move towards wigs and weaves. It's not often that we see young women under 25 with their hair out. As a model, I feel like it is very important to see more afros on billboards, on TV screens, on social media platforms, as the younger girls and young women, that is where we're looking, that is where I used to look. So I would like to be that representation, that other young girls can see me and say, wow, she's got her afro out, I too can rock my afro, and that it will no longer be a taboo subject, but that we will know that our afro hair is our crown.
Hi, it's Jessica Martin here and I am a marketing manager based in Manchester. The reason why I entered the competition is because I am really passionate about there being more representation of natural hair within the media, so more little girls growing up that look like me can see themselves. I believe that wearing your natural afro textured hair should be at least an option and you shouldn't feel like it's not. The style I chose is inspired by the 1990s. I was born in 1990, so that is my favourite era. And actually choosing the 90s was quite difficult. There was a lot of perms, there was a lot of braided extensions, there was a lot of weaves. So I was really taken back to my childhood. And my mum used to do Bantu knots on me all the time when I was little. And I remember Scary Spice also rocked them in the 90s. More recently with the likes of Tracy Ellis Ross, Alicia Keys and Rihanna. I'm going to put a bit of the leave-in conditioner on before the curl enhancer because I feel like this will help smooth the hair well, to help with the braids coming to the front. I've decided to use the curl enhancer because it's the product that seems to have a lot of hold in it. Marshmallow, root extract and aloe leaf juice. So I'm hoping this will give me the hold that I need for the Bantu knot. I'm going to use some of the multi-use oil now just to put between my partings. I also decided to do a modern take on the style with the braids to the front. And I hope you like it.
Hi, my name is Junal J and I would love the opportunity to feature on Project Embrace's Billboard campaign for Afro visibility. I believe that I'm a great example of a reachable and relatable Black woman. I not only want to remain a positive representation to my siblings, my family and my friends, but I want to be able to reach people like my colleagues and the wider community, everyone, and show them that we don't have to conform to society's regulations of our natural hair and our natural curls and coils.
For my hair challenge, I'll be using some of the Aveda Nutriplenish range, the Daily Moisturising Treatment, multi-use hair oil, leave-in conditioner, and the Be Curly Curl Enhancer. The first thing I used was the multi-use hair oil as a pre-treatment before shampooing. You can also use this as a leave-in after washing or styling, or an overnight treatment. I work this through my hair from the roots to the ends. After shampooing and conditioning my hair, I applied the leave-in conditioner onto my damp hair for added nourishment. Also the deep moisturising treatment for moisturisation and instant detangling. My hair is in 4 sections. Whilst blow drying, I used the Be Curly Curl Enhancer, which added volume and curl definition. This also worked as a base for my hairstyle. My hair is inspired by the 1930s, which was a classy and sophisticated era. This was also the decade that my nan was born in. I'm dedicating this look to her as she sadly passed away at the end of January 2021. My mum and my nan played a big part in how my hair is and influenced me to keep it healthy and natural, but also to be empowered by my hair. I love and appreciate my hair. Its versatility sometimes amazes me, and I want others to feel the same for their crown.
Hi, my name's Yvette. I'm a florist. It's a florist with a difference. I work with the energy of flowers when I create my arrangements. People often wonder, what does that mean? So it's where I get to teach people about the energy behind the flowers. It's much more than what we see with our eyes. There's this feeling, there's a connection you can get with flowers. The flowers will represent the meaning of the event or the occasion, the function that's taking place. I'm also a certified flower healer. I've chosen late 1940s, 50s to represent my hairstyle, and I'm just using aspects of it. It just reminds me of my mum's old passport photograph, and I used to love how in the old days the ladies used to wear their hair up tidy and they used to put it away. And, you know, they had those rolls in certain places. It was a lovely reflection of how men and women of the Caribbean carried themselves back then, and still do to this day now. Over the 10 years since having my natural hair, I've noticed how we as a race are embracing our natural hair much more. And I've noticed a change in people, how they perceive those who have natural hair. It's a loving way to see we're having twists out, plaits, cornrows, all worn more with pride. Why did I enter with a chance to win? I've had the sense from young that when I went out into the world, it was to hold a good representation of myself. I've always thought that I was not just representing me, but others as well. I mean, now as an adult, in my 50s, I still carry that with me. Whether for interviews, attending meetings, networking, it's still for me to be an example of myself, my family, especially my dad, and my race. So with all that happened last year, it brought up so much from the past for myself and others that I know, and it's given me more of a drive to stand firm in who I am as a race and as an individual in my naturalness, and that includes me showing my greys and just being all that I am.
Hi everyone, my name is Keris Vanessa Johnson Fraser and I'm a writer from London. I also work in communications and events. I chose this hairstyle because I absolutely love ancient African history. This hairstyle comes from 19th century Madagascar. Absolutely gorgeous. It just feels so light and fluffy and cute and it moves. Let's get into it.
Put your head on my shoulder.
Black women and girls in the UK need to see their own beauty reflected back to them everywhere. The dominant narrative tells us that our hair is not good enough, and I love what Project Embrace is doing to counter that narrative. More than the glamour of being on a billboard, I'm doing this for my nieces because I want them to have a different experience growing up, going to school, college, university. I don't want them to deal with what I had to deal with. I don't want them to go to weave prison at any time in their life. I want them to see this positive image of Afro hair so they can always be their authentic selves. So I'm doing this for them.
And I will fall in love. You and I will fall in love. a game you just can't win. If there's
I believe that I should be chosen for the 2021 Afro Visibility campaign because I am a black activist and I believe in the power of Afro hair to transform our communities.
put your head on.
Black African queen, baby.
Hi, my name is Joanna. I'm 38 years old. Probably by the time you watch this, I'll be 39. I'm a project controller for a family-run recruitment agency. I've decided to create a 1980s high-side ponytail. I got my inspiration from the Janet Jackson Control album cover. I chose the 1980s as I felt it was an era where people really came out and gave a lot of expression through their hair and their makeup, and of course I'm born in the 1980s era, so I stand up and represent it. In the beginning you see me use the Nutriplenish leave-in conditioner and the daily moisturising treatment to achieve the blowout look. The leave-in conditioner was used to add a bit of moisture to my hair before I used the daily moisturising treatment to create the blowout. I then add a bit of oil with the Nutriplenish multi-use hair oil to the base of my hair and rub a little bit through the edge just to bring back some shine. Don't want it too wet, I don't want the hair to be weighed down, I want it to be fluffy. I then go in with the Be Curly Curl Enhancer, scrunch that through the hair, rub it over the base and also add a few twists just to bring back some definition to the hair and give it a bit more of a pop. I think I should be picked due to the fact that type 4 hair is very much underrepresented in billboards, on television. Anytime we see it in a negative narrative, and that's not the case. Type 4 hair can be just as beautiful, and I would love to showcase that. Thank you for listening.
Hi, my name's Beatrice Ngozi Ude, B for short, and I live in Derby, and I want to share with you part of my purpose, which is natural hair, and how I use Aveda products to achieve just that. Starting off with some spraying the leave-in conditioner, which helps to prime my hair. Then I move on to the daily moisturizing treatment, which I feel spreads so quickly and neatly across my whole hair and scalp. There's lots of oils in there which are really good for my hair, and so I like to be able to massage that into the nooks and crannies. My hair's quite soft for Afro hair, and it's just really good to see it work in that way and allow me to ease the comb through when I go to produce this Afro. So I'm going to now put in the multi-use oil. Now this here is quite zingy on the scalp, so definitely feeling some of the ginger or rosemary in there. Definitely ginger, and it smells good. I like to be able to put it on the bleached part of my hair first because that gets quite dry. And so I'm reproducing a 1960s hairstyle, which is one of the reasons why I feel you should pick me to be part of the campaign this year. Prince Patrice Lumumba was a politician. He was Prime Minister of Congo who was assassinated in 1961, and I like to recreate or reinterpret vintage hairstyles of African heritage, expressing my Anglo-African heritage, and also looking at how we can increase knowledge and humility. So, Project Embrace, I am enough.
It is such a pleasure for me to take part to this competition. I have chosen the 90s as that's my childhood. It is also when I started struggling with my hair. Today, I'm the opposite. It is never too late to start loving and appreciating your hair. My name is Leila, and yes, you should pick me. Why? I have embraced my look. And I want to influence people, especially women and the new generation, to do the same. So, Project Embrace, don't look any further. You have found me!
Karine Curlew. I'm originally from Nottingham, but I currently live in the West Midlands. I'm a solicitor, and I have chosen the groovy 70s, hopefully you can tell, because I associate the 70s with fashion, with style, with colour, but most importantly with black pride and black beauty.
All the little birdies on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet. The birdies on Jaybird Street love to hear the robin go tweet, tweet, tweet. Rock it up, rock, 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 rock it, robin. Blow, rock it, robin, 'cause we really gonna rock.
Get on up, stay on the scene, get on up like a sex machine.
It really would be an honour to be part of the Afro Visibility campaign. I've done nothing like that before. I've done nothing like this before.
Say it loud.
My hair is such a big part of me and who I am and how I express myself, and I think that's what would make me a really good ambassador, and also to use that fantastic platform to further some of the great work that I have been doing around representation, diversity and inclusion, and Afro visibility in the legal profession.
How I go from this to this 80s frohawk look, it's all about the preparation, and I've got to blow dry my hair to get that fluffy look, but I've got to use the right products to protect it. So I'm using the Aveda leave-in conditioner, the daily moisturizing treatment, and also their multi-purpose oil, which is brilliant. So my hair is washed and conditioned, and I'm going to part my hair into 4 sections while it is still wet, and then apply the Aveda leave-in conditioner. Then I follow up with the daily moisturizing treatment. Once the daily moisturizing treatment has been applied to my hair, still while it's wet, I then apply the Aveda multi-purpose hair oil to my hair. This will help protect my hair against any heat damage because I'm going to blow dry it quite a lot to get it nice, light and fluffy. So I chose the frohawk or mohawk from the 80s because to me it was a symbol of non-conformity, plus I'm an 80s baby. Now look how nice and soft that looks, but well conditioned, thanks Aveda. Yeah, so I chose the frohawk because again it was a symbol of non-conformity, and as a child growing up I saw a lot of people with the mohawk style, and for me it was sort of like just so creative, so bold, so powerful. And in the 80s everyone kind of wore their hair really big, and to me doing the frohawk just symbolized all of that. Now talking about creativity, boldness and that non-conformity, that to me sums up black women and men within the STEM field. For now I want to focus on women within STEM, and often we are told that we cannot specialize in science, technology, engineering and maths. And for those of us that do specialize in this area, there is a certain boldness, creativity and courage that's within us, and it is for this reason that I chose the frohawk look, because it just symbolizes all of that in one look. Now with my natural hair, I've been on the Miss Great Britain stage, I've been on the front cover of Grazia magazine, and I've been saying boldly, courageously and creatively that our hair is magnificent, and I hope to continue to do this through Project Embrace.
So how I'm going to style this is I'm going to part it, I'm going to then work through the products in sections. So we have the leave-in conditioner, Aveda Nutri-Plenish. I'm going to spray this liberally. Multi-use hair oil. I'm going to put a few drops into my hand and smooth it through this part of my hair. Then I'm just going to be using a little bit of the daily moisturising treatment.
that into my hand and smooth that through as well. So this is the 70s vibe that I was going for. I hope that you like it. My hair's dried off now. Done my makeup, got dressed. So you can see it's more of a 70s feel about it now. Hope you like it. Really enjoyed doing the video. Thank you.